I like it because it can go both ways.
Stupid.
Next up the list, we have the Microsoft conference up on schedule.
Who?
Microsoft.
No, the
Yeah,
cable
Microsoft.
box.
Yeah.
What's their platform again?
Oh, the X-Bone.
Xbox One.
The X-Bone.
Oh, I didn't know you were Microsoft then.
I mean, there's like, what much is there to talk about? I know much of their focus will probably be more business oriented.
Call of Duty.
A lot of their handling has been mainly prepping for the Windows 10 platform to come out.
Yeah.
And if I'm not mistaken, the Xbox One will be also rolling out Windows 10 on itself as well.
On the console itself.
Yes.
Wow.
So they're
That's
definitely
a trump card.
they're definitely pushing for integration on that. So
Final
I think
nail.
we'll definitely see a lot of
It's a final nail.
a lot of coverage for that.
There is one thing I am hoping they say something about, which is, you guys heard of State of Decay?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It was
It's gonna
so
go
disappointing because they had planned for co-op from it for the first one, but they just completely scrapped the idea because of problems with putting it into the game. So I'm hoping they at least talk about it a little bit as an indie game for there to be a co-op version, because the game itself, just playing by yourself, is amazing. So if you play with others, I just cannot imagine the amount of fun you could have with it.
And this also multiplayer, if I recall, right?
Yes, it was on the PlayStation though. If I remember, I just PC and Xbox.
Because I would have bought it.
I see.
Yes.
Because you.
All right, so I think one of the few things we could be looking forward to is a cross-platform for that. I know much of the Xbox One games definitely we would want to see cross-platform being pushed out. Like I know that they've revealed Fable Legends during their technical conference earlier during the year, and that's actually looking to be pretty good. Especially like cross-platform is the future.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, it should have been done a while ago. I mean, the last time they actually tinkered with it, off the top of my head, Shadowrun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, between the 360 and the PC. So I definitely love seeing that they want to revisit cross-platform play. No, definitely Halo is up there as well.
Yeah. They still have what, 2 more installments? What, 3 more installments, right?
Already?
5 and 6. It should
Yeah,
be
just
another
5 and 6,
trilogy.
yeah.
So, and who knows how much they're gonna milk that too? Because even between 1 and 3, after 3, you got what, 2 installments?
Reach and ODS.
Yeah.
And then the collections, don't forget those.
Yeah, that's true.
They are really milking that series for as much as they can get.
And I think that's one of the biggest things that's crippling Microsoft is that when I think Microsoft, I don't think of a whole list of exclusives. When we think of the classic console war that we saw between PS3 and 360, today we're only seeing, there's a cross-platform release coming out, and the 360 may have extra content, or the PS4 might have extra content, and I think that's the problem of having only a handful of exclusives with Microsoft is it's really forgettable for me.
They usually go for those time exclusives.
Yeah.
They really lost focus on making a system for gaming, and are more focused on an all-around media sort of system.
It's all about. They have that Tomb Raider time exclusive. It's gonna be Tomb Raider versus. Wait, no.
You should have jumped on topic.
Time exclusives, this is gonna come out on PC eventually. I mean, we saw Dead Rising 3. That happened.
I didn't expect that.
What was that other game? I think it was
Rise.
Rise, yeah, Rise Son of Rome.
Yeah.
Ended up being on PC. I know there was another title. Was it
Star Wars Connect.
wasn't it was it that one with 4Ds?
4Ds.
DDD? D?
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Double Ds. Well, double Ds.
I know.
Like ultimately, Microsoft definitely they would definitely want to win E3 this year, we definitely need to see exclusives
Yeah.
on their lineup. I don't care if it does have that slap title. Oh, it's gonna be on PC eventually. But
Yeah.
they definitely need something to get a kick. I mean, if you go on the any video gaming journalist website, all their top 10 upcoming games are practically, for the most part, all multi-plat besides Halo.
Yeah.
So definitely hope they would surprise us with something like a new Gears of War. Like my goodness, imagine that.
I would.
They don't have to show.
Imagine that.
They don't have to show us anything. They can just say, "Yep, new Gears of War," and then the guy just steps off the stage while everyone's like clapping.
Pebble 2.
The issue I have with Gears of War is it seems like where do you go after that? A reboot? Do you follow a different character or?
Could be new enemies.
What happened at the end of 3? Spoilers.
I didn't finish. I never played 3. I only played 1 and 2. So that's
They made a 4th one, right? Like a sequel or
They
prequel.
made a prequel, yeah. Judgment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but
I don't like it. I think once you're done, if you plan on making a trilogy, stop it at the trilogy. If you make a prequel, make it way afterwards. If people keep demanding it, I'm guessing that's what God of War did. Made it prequel because people so demanded it. But you shouldn't milk the series too much because then people will just get sick and tired of it. And that's what I think is happening with Halo. But people are also demanding it.
It's all about the money.
yeah, that's another factor too. Is the money.
And that much can't be helped. They are market after all.
Yeah, that's true.
Alright, well, speaking of money, looks like next on the line is EA.
Oh god.
Yeah, one of the big topics, of course, is just to what extent do you think they will or will not butcher the new Battlefront?
I want it to succeed. I really do.
It will. In
Well,
terms of sales.
Yeah, I mean, I think even if there's suspicion that this is not going to be better than Battlefront 2 or our memories as children of Battlefront 2, it's still going to be a top seller. Like I already know, because I'm going to buy it regardless. I'm not going to wait to see the gameplays. I want to be involved in the first wave of gameplay. So,
Yeah.
but my fear is, as we talked about earlier, the premium. Are they going to introduce the premium, DLC package that they always do with the Battlefield franchise?
What is their stance on their DLC right now?
I heard a rumor that they were going to have maybe 4 packs of DLC.
Most likely.
But then I watched a video of someone who actually went into the secret showing of, like, I want to say alpha gameplay or something, and he said that there's no indication that they are going to release a certain amount of DLC. I'm hoping they will release some amount, but my fear is that it's gonna start off different than Battlefield, but because of the DLC, it might end up being the premium package. Because what we see in Battlefield 3 and 4 was the packs, like the weapon packs and like
The battle cases.
the battle cases and stuff. And I just that turned me off because I was like, why would I pay this? Why am I paying this extra money for something that should already be in a good game? Period. But
Do you feel like with just the way the market is right now molded for DLC, do you believe that developers are becoming a little bit more on the lazy side, thinking, well, we don't really have to rush with shoving as much content as possible into the game. We can just make an incomplete game and just go ahead and ship it out, and then just label this content that we are taking our sweet ass time to develop as DLC. Like, can you expect upon release of Battlefront that it will just be like pre-order now and receive the Back to Naboo expansion?
you know what's interesting is just a recent example of this. It's relevant is with MKX and the characters and the locked characters for it. They're already telling you what's to come, and you know that it's proximal to like the release date. So Jason's already out there. You have 2 more characters, Predator and Tanya and
what about Tremor also?
Tremor, and then Goro is also a pre-order special. With things like this model for DLC, it sort of pisses off the buyers because it's like $60, paying you $60 for Battlefront, hoping that I'm going to get a complete game, and it's like, we're not getting a complete game until $80, $90 later, technically.
Sounds like Destiny.
Yeah, Destiny is like another example. Yeah, don't get me started on that.
But I think, didn't EA say that they're releasing free DLC? Or at least the first one, I think they said there's gonna
Yeah, I heard rumor that the first one was
Yeah.
going to be free.
Yeah.
I kind of like that model. I wouldn't mind paying, $10 extra, just if they would give free a DLC, because they're making a little extra money. But
Wouldn't that just be the base game and then a $10 season pass?
yeah, basically.
Yeah,
But
that's what you're asking.
the season pass is never $10. It's always like $20. You're always paying like $80 for
20
it.
to 30.
Yeah, and like the combat pack for MKX, I keep coming back to this just because it's fresh in my mind, but that was, I think, $80 for the whole combat pack, which gives you all the characters that come out. Except Goro, ironically. Yeah, you don't get Goro with the combat pack, but you get all the other ones.
Gosh.
So 85 if you want Goro.
It's like going towards 90.
That's my fear with Battlefront, is I would love it to break the mold of the Battlefield. Leave it separate, handle the DLC different, take some risks with it, and hopefully it's success. My dream for this is that it's successful enough to where we can see further installments of the Battlefront series, and then maybe we get a better and better game.
I think it'll definitely happen. I mean, with all their games that they have preview issues, even like Battlefield, they always release a release of it with all the DLC on it, just at the same price of like $60.
And what I haven't heard about the dialogue with Battlefront from EA is that since you have a whole new 3 movies coming out, you're gonna have a wider audience for Star Wars. So I think it's a very, very great timing that this comes out. This is supposed to release this fall, correct?
Yeah, November 6th, 17th.
Yeah, and so
Wait, fun fact, that's when the PS3 launched.
What's a fun for everybody?
Sony fanboy over here.
And then you have the Force Awakens comes out in December, and so this is just great timing for EA because they're going to be able to piggyback off of the success.
This is definitely just marketing.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah, I definitely can't wait to play Battlefront, be utterly disappointed, and then just not feel hyped at all for the movie.
No.
It's
We're gonna watch it. We're gonna marathon all the movies.
Oh man, that's like 6. Oh, and all the Clone Wars.
No, we're not watching Clone Wars.
No, the old animated ones, the 5-minute shorts.
Oh, my
Dang. Oh yeah, those are good.
Yeah, that one was awesome.
That was actually a good one,
Yeah.
yeah.
I know. EA definitely has to show some new BioWare love, Mass Effect.
Definitely open. They plan on doing it not after Mass Effect 3, but they want to do it before the first Mass Effect. So I'm hoping they go more about the humans and Turians war, or the war with the Krogans and the Council.
And no Shepard.
No shit.
Yeah, no
I'm
Shepard.
done with Shepard.
You can play as Anderson.
Or it could just be an earlier, like an ancestor of Shepard. Like if you want to keep like some kind of
Assassin's
ancestral
Creed.
line.
And he
Not
comes from a
necessarily.
long line of Templars and
it could be
Assassins.
like it could be like Zelda, how it just reincarnates. I mean the name Shepard is apparently supposed to be relevant for the Mass Effect series.
It's a shepherd leading.
With even longer elevator rides.
Those were good.
Shut up.
Okay.
Or
Those are
instead
the
of
best
elevator rides, it's stairs. Because it's a prequel.
Hey man, that's our Garrison Tally started.
It's a prequel with high-tech technology, but no, we don't have elevators in
We
Memphis.
managed to colonize Mars, but we haven't developed an elevator yet.
I'm just saying, I can't wait to punch more reporters. That's all I'm saying. Get out of hand.
I hope they bring the Mako back.
Actually, I think they might. Because I've
I
seen
hope
some
so,
concept
because
design.
shooting little sonar shit into planets really isn't fun.
That
Really
was
did.
just a chore for me.
It really was.
Like the Mako 2 was a chore just because of the way it was integrated. I mean, they really didn't give you much to explore with it.
Yeah, but the quest, very nice touch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too bad about the diversity though, because usually when you go on like a foreign planet, you find like one of those little warehouses. It's like the same map layout too.
Yeah, they
So
just
they got the
reversed the crates, so it looks just a tad different.
Because I'm glad they bought. I'm glad that every like faction bought from like the same warehouse supply. Like, oh, so you guys are all buying floor plan A. Okay. Well, what about floor plan B, guys? No, we want A. We want A. Like, A is the popular one. I understand.
I'm hoping with the prequel, I wonder how far they'll do it. Because in the first Mass Effect, it was just your gun overheats and not ammo clips
Yeah.
for it. So I wonder if they'll just put that in a new Mass Effect as well. If
Well,
it is a prequel.
it was really hard to balance that as well. I mean,
Yeah.
definitely like when I was playing one into two, two I definitely liked the revamped inventory system.
Yeah.
Well,
that's true.
pretty much removed it for the most part.
Yeah,
Like the first inventory was utter bullshit. Like it's just clumped up with all these weapons you probably don't use, upgrades, etc. Like it was really disorganized. Like I did like being able to like customize your gun, etc. But then you reach the point where you got enough heat sinks, so you can just hold down your fire button.
They really
Definitely.
did make it overpowered in the first one. Like, they even make jokes about it in the second, third one. It's like, oh, well, you don't need these weapons. Remember the days you just slap Metagel on every lock and just unlock the doors? You don't need to worry about anything. Just, old weapons, turn it to Metagel, open locks, get new Metagel.
Yeah, so definitely the gameplay elements do need just a fair bit of fine tuning, but it definitely did achieve this job. Overall, Mass Effect was mainly for its RPG aspect.
Yeah.
Definitely loved seeing the world, etc. I sincerely hope that they just do not retcon the Reapers in somehow.
Oh,
Like the Reapers is probably like one of the worst things they've ever devised. Like it was an interesting like hearing about there's like some kind of like policing anomaly that wants to like end things, and then suddenly you take one down. It's like, oh man. Like I do like understanding the whole this is a looming threat that's gonna impact our universe, but like goddamn, they did a terrible way of doing that. I'd rather just more focus on the individual races and like their politics and makes it exclusive. So, like you said about the wars,
yeah.
definitely would be awesome.
But you will know they will work the Reapers in somehow.
Reapers.
Oh gosh.
Well, what can we blame for the Krogan genocide?
Reapers.
I definitely want to see like if they are gonna like slot that kind of stuff into it. I definitely want to see like if it's not too early for a prequel, see like a couple old faces like back when they're a thing. Like for instance, our good doctor.
Mortis.
Yeah, like if like I want to see like probably him like during his combat days. That'll be interesting.
Yeah, he was part of the STG. That would be interesting. I was hoping that they'd have more of a, since it is a prequel, more of like a character customization like Dragon Age they do with that. We can choose the race, the background. So give it more variety than just having to play as a human shepherd all the time. So it adds more to the combat and everything else. The backstory, how people even talk to you. Like if you go from a human shepherd to a bolus shepherd. People won't respect you as much.
You should just make the gameplay more fun.
As you get hit.
I mean, I played 2. I was like, nah, man.
Like
It's so stiff.
3 is very more fast paced.
2 felt like an arcade game to me.
Yes.
Probably really said 2 was an arcade game.
But it was an improvement over the first one.
Yeah.
A major one.
Yeah, but at least Blood 1 had a much better story, better atmosphere too, honestly.
Yeah, I think the aesthetic. I love the aesthetic.
Batman has no limits.
All right,
As long as justice.
on to the next one.
Now for like, so I think that might be covering EA. I mean, like personally I skipped out on Hardline You skipped on a hard line.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't.
I know that
I played
someone.
Hardline.
How was it?
Not good.
I played the beta for it. It was a hard game to get into for the beta.
It's
but
too fast paced.
It is.
It's
very
like not even
fast.
Battlefield anymore. There's no downtime at all.
It's like Payday 2 then.
Well, once the heist gets started, you're not trying to sneak. Guns ablaze. Who puts a silencer on weapons? I mean, come on, guys.
I shoot first, then prosecute later.
I just bring like 20 body bags.
Do you think that this disappointment with Hardline will make you hyped for Battlefield 5 when it inevitably will be released?
You mean Bad Company 3?
Oh yeah.
They have mentioned they will make it after, I believe, Mirror's Edge 2.
Oh, so we still have 2 years then.
More than 2
Yes.
years. Mirror's Edge series have been close to being coming out.
You think they gotta show Mirror's Edge 2?
Mirror's Edge was boring. Gosh. It looked beautiful, but it was boring as hell. Gosh. I was like, I'd rather watch The Matrix. Like, that's what I'd do.
You want to play Enter the Matrix?
Yeah, I'd play Enter the Matrix was basically the beta, The Mirror's Edge.
I really.
Oh, there's a trophy for not hurting anyone? Wow.
Mrs. Anderson. I see you running across the rooftops.
I see you chose an Asian avatar.